If you like the show and you like to keep us around, why not support us at patreon.com/Geekykeys. For as little as $1 or more a month, you can get access to things like early episodes and much, much more. Simply go to patreon.com/Geekykeys and click on Become a Patron. That's patreon.com/Geekykeys. Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 6 of the Geekykeys Podcast show. In today's science news, we're talking about Astrosat's Xray telescope seeing first light, as well as UFO hunters discovered what they call an object showing clear evidence of intelligent design. In tech news, we're talking about floating in outer space with the new Earthlight VR, as well as Firefox's new version letting you block online trackers. But that's not all for tech news. We're also going to be talking about what the UK has in store for its internet users, passing a surveillance bill to include internet record storage. In our gadget of the week, we're talking about the new Pebble time round, the coolest smartwatch ever, in my opinion, as well as our movies we can't wait to see. We're talking about Victor Frankenstein. We got a full show coming up, so I'll see you straight after this. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's get straight into our science news for today. Astrosat's soft Xray telescope seeing first light. Now this is a article written for EurekaAlert.org, and they got some cool things to say about it. The soft Xray focusing telescope, or the SXT, onboard Astrosat. This is India's first satellite dedicated to astronomical observations. Saw its first light from an astronomical source on October 26, 2015. This is after the camera door was opened at 6:30 UT. Now the golden mirrors and the precision structure for assembling them were all built in the Department of Astronomy and Astrophysics at the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Mumbai, or as it's commonly known as the TIFR. Yes, I think this is pretty cool that India is getting into it now. Kind of gives you a nice warm glimpse of the future, knowing that the whole world is participating in this. Now let's get into our second topic, a little bit more doom and gloom and mystery. The UFO hunters discovered what they're calling an object showing clear evidence of intelligent design. Now this is an article written for the Inquisitor, minus the e.com. Not actually written like that, but the Inquisitor without an e.com. Yeah, but I'll be posting a link on our Twitter and Facebook as well as in the show notes, and you can go check this out for yourself. But apparently they're saying that a crashed alien UFO drone is seen in one of NASA's Mars rover photos. Now you gotta go check this out for yourself and actually, give your own opinion on it. But it seems like it's just another one of those things that people want to see. I don't think we should waste too much time on that. Yes, but go and check this out. I'll be posting a link for you on our Twitter and Facebook as well as in the show notes, and you can go and check this out for yourself. But yeah, like I said, very mysterious indeed. Yes. Now let's get into our technology news for today. Floating around in outer space with the new Earthlight VR. Now this is an article written for Trove.com, and they've got a trailer on there that you can go and check out about this new cool game. Now let me tell you a bit about this before you go and check it out. Alright, design studio Opaque Multimedia, with advice from NASA, unveiled a trailer for Earthlight, an upcoming first-person space exploration game that lets you play an astronaut aboard the International Space Station floating around at 400 kilometers above Earth. Now tell me, how can that not be cool? If you can't go to the International Space Station yourself, why not try the next best thing? But like I said, they got a trailer on there. I'll be posting a link on our Twitter and Facebook page as well as in the show notes, and you can go and check this out for yourself. Seriously, I encourage you. This is one of the coolest things I saw this year. Yes. Now let me just try and not get ahead of myself while we get into our next topic. The newest version of Firefox letting you block online trackers. thank God this is finally happening. I think for those using Firefox and for those who don't, I think this will kind of just bridge the gap between the others unnamed. I will not tell you what my opinion is of the best browsers, but let's get into it anyway. This is also an article written for Trove.com. Now, Mozilla on Tuesday announced that the latest version of its Firefox browser will let users opt to block online trackers, such as cookies and other tools that advertisers and others use to follow internet users from site to site. Now, tracking protection is designed to build upon that feature. The company said that the idea, according to Mozilla's vice president of product, isn't to make another ad blocker, but rather to set clear guidelines that may, in time, improve the quality of the ads that users see. Yes, I think we're all bombarded with too much ads while browsing through the internet, and it's really becoming a nuisance. I think it was a nuisance 10 years ago, and now I think we're over it. Me personally, if I'm on a site and an ad pops up, I close the browser immediately or close the tab and move on. So this is pretty cool that they're bringing that out too. Yes. Now let's get into something a little bit more serious. Alright. Now the UK has passed a surveillance bill to include internet record storage. Now, this is an article written for BBC.com. They did some cool reporting on that, and I think it feels like people are borderlining the whole ethics of internet usage and what the governments are allowed to do. Alright, but let me just tell you a little bit about this. Internet firms will have to store details of people's online activity for at least 12 months under a new surveillance law. Yes. Alright. Now, just that alone tells you that it feels a bit unethical in my opinion. But that's, like I said, it's just my opinion. It feels like people are crossing the border yet again into online privacy rights and everything like that. Alright, now they're saying that most certainly this will be used against terrorism suspects, organized criminals, and people involved in abuse, exploitation, and kidnapping. I get the intention behind it. I am still very skeptical about how it will be used. Yes. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why don't we get into our Gadget of the Week section with the coolest smartwatch in my opinion, the Pebble Time Round. Now, this is an article written for TheVerge.com, and they did some extensive reviews on this smartwatch, and here's what they had to say about it. The Pebble Time Round is due to hit stores this Sunday, which is November the 8th, which is today, for $249. The Pebble launched a brand new watch this year called the Pebble Time, for those of you who are familiar with it, and now is preparing to launch the Pebble Time Round, which is only a round version of the time. Now, it is compatible with both iOS and Android devices, so you don't have to worry about this. And you can basically use it as any smartwatch to check notifications, upcoming calendar appointments, and even use it to control music playback on your phone. It also has a handful of apps and watch faces available that let you customize and expand the time round's capabilities. Here's the coolest thing I found about the watch that's remarkably amazing. Alright, only 15 minutes of charge provides enough juice for a full day's usage. Now, I think of all of you who know how quickly the battery dies on today's smartwatches, 2 hours and it's gone. So I think this is pretty cool. Now, movies we can't wait to see, and this week we're talking about Victor Frankenstein. Now, I was worried that this was just going to be another Frankenstein movie, but I was pleasantly surprised by the trailer. You have to go and check this out. This is on movieinsider.com, but I'll be posting the link on our Twitter and Facebook page for you to go and see, as well as in the show notes. It is releasing on Wednesday, 25 November 2015, starring James McAvoy and Daniel Radcliffe. Yes, Mr. Harry Potter himself will be starring in this as well. Now, here's the storyline for the movie. radical scientist Victor Frankenstein, played by McAvoy, and his equally brilliant protege Igor Strassman, played by Radcliffe, share a noble vision of aiding humanity through their groundbreaking research into immortality. But Victor's experiments go a little too far, and his obsession has horrifying consequences. Only Igor can bring his friend back from the brink of madness and save him from his monstrous creation. Yes, you have to go and check that out. The trailer was actually pretty damn cool. But yes, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you would like to go and support us, please do so. If you'd like to keep the show around, we'd like to keep the lights on here at the Geekykeys Podcast Show. And you can go and do so at patreon.com/Geekykeys. Like you heard at the top of the show, as little as $1 a month, it would help a lot. That's if you like the show, but that's not going to change anything about the show. It'll always be free to download and listen to and to share, so you don't have to worry about the show just magically disappearing. Yes, if you would like to follow us, why don't you go and check us out on Twitter at Geekykeys, and our Facebook, facebook.com/Geekykeys. You can also go and check that out. And please subscribe to the show on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Geekykeys, as well as on iTunes. Just go and find us under New and Noteworthy. Yes, we have finally made the charts. So go and leave us a review if you think the show is cool. If you think you can come up with some good ideas, why don't you leave a review on that too, and we'll definitely take that into consideration. I mean, the show is for you. It's not just for us. It's all about your entertainment and education, and bringing you the latest in science and technology, as well as cool movies and gadgets. But thank you so much for tuning into the show. We will definitely see you again on Thursday. Yes, can you believe it? We are releasing 2 shows a week now, not just every Sunday. So Thursdays and Sundays, like I said, go and subscribe, and then you can get all the episodes straight to your mobile device, as well as on your computer, if that's what you're using to listen to the show. But thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you on Thursday.